Okay, come on. I'll come back over here. Hey, how y'all doing? They want a little attention too. It's focused. Oh, hey, I'm getting a date for tonight. So we got a squat. Hey, how y'all doing? What is it? Y'all doing? I'm gonna sit in the chair.
Well,
okay.
We're only gonna sit for a minute.
We're gonna sit for a minute.
Yep.
If I sit down, I may not ever get it back
We're in
up
the
again.
transitional period again, so.
Oh, well.
Yep. We're gonna transition. We're transitioning out of the main M-Tug into the QT-POC portion of our evening. Thank you, Summer. It was lovely. You could feel it in the room. Feel it. Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Yes, snaps.
Snaps for Summer. Yeah.
Snaps for Summer.
I can't hear you. We got it. Yep. So let's see. I think we have a new total, don't we? Yep, we do.
Yes, we do.
We do have a new total, but we can't move the camera over there, so it's not going to be as fantastic. But
it's not going to be a fantastic.
we're gonna.
But because.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So the essay, the human from the St. Louis Gender Foundation made a personal donation to the Metro Trans Umbrella Group in the form of $1,000.
Yes, so that puts us to, yes, essay.
Right.
So that puts us, are you ready? Give it up for essay, yes.
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 Amazing.
Yes.
Yep.
So that puts us at $5,273. Yes.
We are halfway there, over halfway.
Oh my God.
It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Amazing.
Celebration,
Yes.
celebration.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Oh, we're going to do that when we get to 10,000.
Okay, all right, okay.
When we get to 10,000.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my
two
God.
colors, which we'll update in a little bit.
Which I'll update in a few minutes. But
So what do we got? We're going to be switching here in just a few minutes. Lady Ashley's going to be coming on and taking over MC.
Yes, and I'm
Yep.
going to rest.
Yep.
I'm going to take a little siesta.
We're going to need
disco nap.
one of the camera folks to come on over so that we can stand up, because we're going to need to stand up to do this next part.
Yeah, the next part we're really going to have to stand up.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, we have a new tech.
A new tech person. Who are you?
What's your name?
Teddy.
Hi.
Teddy.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome
Thank
to
you.
the team. Let's give it once before we move. Let's give it up to our tech crew. They
Oh,
have been,
the tech crew. Come on.
come on, give it up for the
You
tech
know,
crew. It's 6 or 7 or 12 individuals over there making
Yes.
us all look good.
It's
and
amazing.
It's amazing.
I mean, for real.
For real. So we're going to stand up.
We're going to do the transition to QT-POC over here, but we're going to need a few minutes because we got to get Andro Beat all set up because they're doing it next.
Yes, they're doing it next.
And you know, there's a few little glitches here and there, a little bit of
okay.
airtime, but you know, this is a live thing. Nobody's done this before.
No,
We've never done this
We've never done this before.
So
I've hosted many a show, but never a telethon.
No.
No, live like this?
No.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, I've done live theater, you know, done a little show here, a little show there.
Yeah.
You know, some high school plays, some
Sure.
college musicals, but
Nothing like this. No way.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Okay. I'll get you a Coke. I'll get you a Coke. Let's see. Oh, we can do how you donate, right?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Here.
Let's do this.
Don't drop the money.
Oh my goodness, not that check.
Not
Thank
that
you.
check.
It's a $1,000 check. Okay. So, ways to donate. We've got the St. Louis Metrotrans.com website where you click the Donate Now button and you see the little thermometer growing. You can call the number 314-287-5383. Text us or talk to us. We'll take your money.
Talk to us.
We'll talk to us.
Talk to us.
We've got Facebook.com, which I think many of you are watching us currently, getting ready for Andro Beat, I'm sure. Facebook.com, the Metro Trans Umbrella Group. Click donate, share, share, share. Watch the YouTube.
Click, donate, share.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Watch the YouTube.
Yep.
Watch the Facebook.
Yep.
Watch us, watch us, watch us. We're here until noon tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time.
We are like, what, a fourth of the way?
Fourth, yes.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Mathy, a fourth.
A
No,
fourth.
a third, a third.
We're a third of the way
A third of
there.
the way, right? Okay.
But math is not my forte.
No.
No. So we're having a good time. We're here, and Lady
on
Ashley looks fresh and rested.
Fresh and ready. Yep.
Fresh and ready.
You come on over here, Miss Lady Ashley.
Come over, Lady Ashley.
Okay, so we're going to stand
We're
up.
gonna stand up right
so our
now.
camera human is going to stand up with us.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Whoa, here we go.
Hey.
Technical difficulties. This is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what happens
So
when
we're
I come
back.
over. People start dropping
We're
things.
back together. We were together in the beginning. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
How have you been?
I've been good. I went home. I had a sandwich. I took a nap. I fed it. My cats.
Nice.
My one dog.
Oh, yeah.
So
So you got that
I'm
love.
feeling refreshed.
Okay,
yeah,
feeling
but
refreshed.
now I'm
Refreshed
ready
and
to be
centered.
back here with my MTUG family.
Great.
So yeah.
So let's take a minute and thank our sponsors, right?
Yes. Coffee Cartel.
Coffee Cartel. Oh, yeah. We got Coffee Cartel. We've got the Planned Parenthood of the St. Louis region and Southwest Missouri.
We have Dick Blick and all of their wonderful colors. They're
Yes.
helping us keep track of our goals today. Thank you.
Yep.
And we have Laura Simone of the Third Degree Glass Factory.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Who else we got?
We got Pride St. Louis.
Right
yes,
here.
Pride STL in the house. Thank you
This
very
whole
much.
space is available to us because Pride St. Louis is sharing their space with us.
Yes, sharing their
with
space.
all the love. Even though
Oh.
we've changed the environment quite a bit.
Yes, we have. But
Yeah.
don't worry, we'll change it back.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
We
Landon.
definitely,
We got you,
definitely,
Landon.
definitely.
Yes.
From the bottom of
And-
my heart and my stomach.
Yes.
Taco Circus.
Thank you, Christian, so
Christian,
much.
Those
Oh.
are the best tacos I ever
The
put
best
in my
tacos
gullet.
in St.
Oh my
Louis. You
God.
heard it from me.
Amazing. The
Amazing.
chicken.
I mean, the chicken was good.
Goodness. Oh my gosh.
And those chips.
It was all
It
good.
was good.
It was so good.
And there's still some. There
Yes.
won't be some for long.
No,
Yeah.
not for long.
Not
But it
fun,
was,
no,
it was, it's sort of like people kept coming out with them, and it was people that were leaving were like, "Oh, I'm not leaving. I'm gonna eat some
Some tacos.
Yes.
Yep.
Taco
They were-
Circus."
They should be their own food group.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. And then we got the Justice Fleet.
Yes, the
Yes.
Justice Fleet. Thank y'all very
Sharing
much.
healing through art and love. St. Louis University. Did we find out the exact collaborative name? We need to do that right here.
Yes, we need to write out that.
There's a
along
couple
with
of-
Left Bank Books.
Oh, Left Bank Books, of
Bank
course.
Books.
Our
Yes.
love of Left Bank Books, one of our beautiful sponsors. We love Left Bank Books for all your holiday shopping needs.
Yes.
Left Bank Books.
Left Bank Books.
Right?
Yes.
It's the local bookstores that are so vital and so important, and it's rare to have those, and certainly queer owned and operated. Yes, we're loving the. Let me get a little update on how the Androbeat setup's going. Are we running close to the time zone, or we need to keep on rolling? So why don't we do a little bit of talking about queer, trans people of color?
Okay.
Talk about
Go
that
ahead.
organization.
Yeah, so again, I am the head support group facilitator for queer and trans people of color, St. Louis for short. That's QTPOC STL. We get together the third Thursday of every month to talk about things that are important to us. Being a person of color, being a queer person of color in today's world is an act of resilience. And it is absolutely amazing that MTUG has provided us with this space to get together and just talk in community. So that's one thing we're looking forward to. We're also looking forward to going to the Creating Change Conference later on in January. You'll see us there up in Washington, D.C. with the National LGBTQ Task Force. That's something that's going to be great. So if you are a cutie poc, and you feel like you're looking for community, you feel like you're looking for family, hit us up on the MTUG page. You could also hit us up on the QTPOC Facebook page to find out when our next meetup is. We would love to have you. There's normally some type of food that we have there. Last month it was cookies. The month before that it was wings. So we make sure we keep you fed and we keep you happy and we keep you loved.
Speaking of love,
Yes.
Lady Ashley, we're going to love on you for a minute. We are going to center you, Lady Ashley, okay? Because the work that you do for the transgender liberation movement is what you have set the bar of allyship so high that you use your platform to build power for transgender people. You interrupt transphobia. You take up space for us in the most loving and generous way. You are a trailblazer, a bridge builder, and we want to honor you tonight. A little surprise.
You know about this.
Giving you some love.
Giving you some love.
I kept the secret.
So here you go.
And so, Lady Ashley, this award is hereby forever known as the Gregory Award. And the Gregory Award is for outstanding allyship to the transgender community. And you are the recipient of the first Gregory Award. And now I know that your Uncle Dick was a powerful force in your life. And I hope that that significance is there. But this Gregory is named after you, Lady Ashley.
And I have seen, yes. And I have seen your power and your strength firsthand. It was because of your leadership and your enthusiasm, I jumped on that We've Got to Stop Little Duval train. And you set the fire inside of me. You led this community to know that hate against trans people, especially trans women of color, will not be tolerated in our city. And for that, I am forever grateful. Thank you for all your hard work you do for QTPOC and being a wonderful ally. You are the example that all allies should follow.
Well, I only hope that we have more allies that are willing to stand up and share their voices with our trans siblings. This means so much to me. Thank you to MTUG for taking me in and making me a part of your family and loving me. So I appreciate that.
We see you, Lady Ashley.
There you go.
This is
Once again,
beautiful.
Lady Ashley, recipient of the
Yes, the Gregory Award.
Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I just have to make sure my cats don't get it.
All right, I think we're going to transition. Is Androbeat set up?
Yeah.
Ish, yep.
Can I hand this over to you?
Yes,
for
and we're
just a
going to have
moment?
you to take over there and introduce. Nope, and have you go ahead and introduce.
I'll be right back.
Androbeat.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Introduce Androbeat.
So I'm really excited. This is probably my favorite band. I am an andro geek, I'm gonna call myself. Is that something that you've heard before, or have I just termed a new term for you all? I'm an andro geek. I'm an andro geek because I geek out over this band. Androbeat is an all-queer, gender and genre non-conforming band using music to inspire love and social justice. I know that's what I'm about. I hope that's what you're about, and you're about to hear what they're about right now. Give a round of applause, a big round of applause for Androbeat.
This mess I stand here and hope again. I couldn't run from my destiny, so I leave from the lead of it into free. And now I'm stepping on possibility, right in the face. Speak your truth out loudly, live your life properly. Be the best version of you that you can be. Listen to the inner universe, let your light shine. I hope this message reaches you wherever you are. At first I was a poet, then they gave me a guitar. So I started telling my story so melodically with bars. They never saw me coming cause I grew up in the hood. I was just that little child known as misunderstood. They tried to make me conform, they tried to make me mold. They tried to make me a puppet and suck out my soul. No, you see I'm smarter than shenanigans and I like coming from every end. And I was sent from the cosmos to help the people ascend, transcend, amend, invent. Or maybe later you can even bring your lady friends. We lay the base to this in just a couple minutes, man. It goes to show what you can do when you just focus on it. Instead of sitting there daydreaming and imagining. Speak your truth out loudly, live your life uprightly. Be the best version of you that you can be. Listen to the inner universe, let your light shine. I hope this message reaches you wherever you are. And you are, and I am, and we are. And you are, and I am, and we are. And you are, and I am, and we are. And you are, and I am. And you are, and I am, and we are. And you are, and I am, and we are. And you are, and I am, and we are. And you are, and I am. So the way this goes in Andro Beat Nation, I say, and you are, and I am, and you are, and I am, and you go, and you are, and I am, 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 you are, I am, and we are, and you are, Papa, and I am, yeah. And you are Papa, and I yeah. Thank you. It's unconditional. You said you love me forever. Don't come too soon. Ba-ba-da. Miss Unconditional. I'm having trouble believing that another can love me the way you do. One that could love me anyway, on any day, despite my I must be ego tripping on days that I struggle with feeling insecure, Miss Unconditional. Tell me if I'm wrong, 'cause baby, it feels so right. I know that I want to love you forever, but a fantasy is not unconditional. Cliches were swarming through my brain, driving me insane. A misunconditional. You set my vision free, yeah. I'm higher than the lover on ecstasy. A misunconditional. Together we make love, yeah. We create love. We are love, love, love. Together we make love, yeah. Oh, we create love. We are love. I say we are love, love, love is unconditional. Miss Unconditional. This is the closest to heaven I've ever been, yeah. You know the one of them. Miss Unconditional. Thank you. We love you too. How many of you have heard of Mercury retrograde? Everybody? We're actually in Mercury retrograde right now. It's when Mercury decides to stop its cycle in the sky and go backwards. Mercury is the ruling planet of communications. So you know what happens when it goes backwards? You miss phone calls, you miss dates, you show up late to work, you stand up here dripping sweat like me. So I wrote a song about it. I tried to write a song, it was a bit complicated, but that reminded me of my past. I tried to try real hard to not be so complicated, and I remember just who I am. I tried, yeah. I tried, yeah. Oh, Mercury, take it easy on me. Oh, Mercury. Oh, Mercury, take it easy on me. Oh, Mercury. I tried to communicate just how I feel, but the words didn't come out right. I tried to clarify the purpose of my life, yeah, and I still don't have that right. I tried, yeah, yeah. I tried, yeah, yeah. Oh, Mercury, take it easy on me. Oh, Mercury, yeah, yeah. Oh, Mercury, take it easy on me. Oh, Mercury. I've got the one-track mind, I never know when it'll take over my emotions and send me riding on a roller coaster full of all of life's polarities and all of the disparities. Momentary happiness met with lucid clarity. I tried, yeah. I tried, yeah, yeah. You ever sit and wonder exactly where you're headed, if you're traveling in the right direction or being misled by all your thoughts and all your visions, all your dreams, premonitions? Despite the slight confusion, you still choose to keep it moving. Said I tried, yeah. I tried, yeah, yeah. Oh, Mercury, take it easy on me. Oh, Mercury, yeah, yeah. Oh, Mercury, take it easy on me. Oh, Mercury, yeah. I tried to write a song that was a bit complicated, but that reminded me of my past, yeah. I tried to travel hard to not be so complicated, and then I remember just who I am. I tried, yeah. I tried, yeah, yeah. Oh, Mercury, take it easy on me. Oh, Mercury, yeah, yeah. Oh, Mercury, take it easy on me. Oh, Mercury.
Telethon to perform here for us tonight. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your process and why you do what you do, why you make the music that you make. So can you tell me a little bit maybe about how Andro Beat started and the idea behind it?
Mercury.
It's Mercury. It's a
Mercury
good time for
retrograde,
me, but
yeah.
apparently, you know.
Andro Beach started in the middle of the ocean. I can't tell you which one.
Okay.
I had been writing a lot of songs. I met Amber. We were on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean, a floating college campus, actually.
That's beautiful.
The first song that I wrote that I had a group of people performing with me was called Saigon Song. I was in the middle of the Vietnam River, and we were stuck. Something was wrong with our ship. We couldn't move. So I decided to write a song about it, and it talked about all of the injustices in the world. And the song kind of embodied everything that I believed that music could be. It was talking about injustice. It was me working with a group of people. It was bringing people together. We got to perform it for a really large audience, probably like 700-800 people. It was just a beautiful moment. And from there, I decided I wanted to use music as an agent for social change and change the world. I'm also extremely queer, have been for a really long time, as long as I can remember.
Oh, yeah.
So I make music that also represents queer bodies and queer people as well.
And is that kind of how you got the name Andro Beat? Can you talk to me a little bit behind that?
So that's the thing too, our group is multi-genre. So we play, like I was classically trained on piano, I play a little bit of jazz, I play guitar, I self-taught myself guitar. And I think all of those things, Laura used to play in like a punk rock band, Amber plays West African drums. We're all from all these different like walks of life, but we come together when we make this really unique sound. And it's the sound in and of itself is androgynous. We all have pretty much gender non-conforming androgynous looks as well. So you put it all together, you get Andro Beat.
That's awesome. So my next question for you is, what has been your most favorite song to write, and will we possibly hear it tonight, or have we already heard it tonight?
My most favorite song to write. Honestly, it's a both and. So my most favorite song to write is one song that I play that I keep to myself, and it gets me through depression, it gets me through anxiety, and probably the only people that have heard it are the people in my house, and I'm like streaming tears, and I play it. Aside from that, my next favorite song that I wrote is a song called Freedom, and it's when I discovered I was a rapper, like a real rapper, and I was like, oh man, I can actually do this. This is like amazing. And I was playing piano, and I had this piano part, and then the piano part came to me, and then I also like made a cover of a rap song over Kendrick Lamar's song, and the Kendrick Lamar song, they actually took it down. Universal Music Group took it down because I like copyrighted it or something, but it was just a cover. It was like a mixtape. I don't know how this stuff works. But they took it down, and I was like, that's fine. I'm gonna put it over my own music. And I was like, oh my God, I felt like a puppet. Like everything just kind of fell into place, and I was doing it.
So what about you all? You all have mics too. What are your favorite songs from Sure?
I wish that's a good question.
Rainbow was nice.
Rainbow is fun. Rainbow's a lot of fun. I feel like the songs are so different. I have a lot of favorites within pockets of mini genres within us. So I don't know. You'll know I'm really happy when I'm dancing behind the drums and I'm like rocking. And you're like, oh, Amber likes this song.
Will we get to see you rock tonight behind your drums?
I mean, I was rocking earlier.
Were you rocking earlier? Okay, I was rocking too. That's probably why I didn't know.
You missed it.
Lauren, what about you?
Probably Freedom and Rainbow.
And you'll hear both of those when we come back.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm really excited to hear Freedom and Rainbow when we come back. Talk to me about your style and how you get ready in the morning, because this is like, I mean, you all are dapper as all get out right now.
Woke up like this.
You woke up like this? I can't believe, Laura.
It's not true.
I slept in a beanie the other night. It happens. I don't know.
I think style is the first thing that you see with someone, and I think when you think about gender and how gender is performed, a lot of us, especially when we live off the binary, we use fashion to show people who we are, especially when we don't have access to medically transition or access to circles of people who support and affirm us if we don't do certain things. This is sort of like a way to say, I don't necessarily fit the binary, I'm doing something different. So I think fashion is a huge part of who we are, and it definitely helps us express the androgynous part of our being and our coming together, for sure.
That's awesome. And if there was any bit of information that you wanted to give someone who wanted to start their own band or do their own unique type of music, what would that be for each one of you?
Follow your heart, because you only get one and you don't want to piss it off.
Totally
Facebook status, 2011.
Yeah, still strong.
Definitely just keep at it. Sometimes it's a lot of work. Just making the time every week to get together can be like a struggle, but once you get together and do it, make it a routine. I don't know, makes it all worth it.
That band mentality. Yeah.
I think no matter what you play or what sound you have to offer the world, if it's punk rock, if it's death metal, if it's andro beat sounding, somebody wants to hear it and somebody needs it, and let that be your motivation not to quit. Even if it's you playing in coffee shops like that, music for me has saved my life so many times. Like there's a moment where somebody needs to hear the message or the sound that you're doing. So just do it. Even if it's in your living room for your family, just do it. Because your soul probably needs it and the world needs it. So.
You heard it from Britt and Amber Beat. Andrew Beat. Just do it. Just do it if you're feeling it. All right. So I'm going to walk on over here because we have an interview that we're going to do. I'm really looking forward to it. All right. I'm good. All right, so I get to sit in the interviewer's chair. I am here today with the lovely, fantastic, amazing Dee Nichols, who does so many amazing things around St. Louis. I feel like she has her hand in every pot. So Dee, tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do and why you do what you do.
Yeah, I mean, before I talk about myself, first, congratulations again on your award, and much gratitude to the spirit that Andro Beat brings to every space that they enter. And I think a lot about my role here in St. Louis and across the national scale as well, because I don't spend a lot of time in St. Louis, and I'm what people call a social innovator. Like, I essentially travel the world helping people solve civic and social issues that matter to them. There's a lot of problem solving that happens with that. There's a lot of consulting and strategy work. There's a lot of hands-on creativity that gets down into it because my background is as a designer, and I've always been an artist throughout my entire life. And so that mixture of all of those practices, that mixture of all of those passions really come alive in community-based work. And it's been an honor to be so actively involved with organizations like the Creative Reaction Lab and Ford through Ferguson, which rose up out of the unrest in Ferguson, and so many other entities that are not only helping people solve problems, but amplifying the voices of people who are really, really doing that work.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so speaking of community work, one of the things that we're involved with you now, we're working with you, MTUG, QTPOC, as well as Promo is involved in a program that you do called Food Spark. Tell us a little bit about Food Spark and what it's about.
So Food Spark is an initiative that simply convenes people over community dinners, potlucks, hangouts, dessert parties, dinner parties, you name it. And we help people hold brave conversations about issues that are really hard to talk about. Issues like race, class, and privilege, about womanism versus feminism, because there's a difference there, about transaggression, about LGBT issues, about, what does it feel like to grow up without both parents around? Like, how do we provide healing and support for people who are doing or experiencing such hard issues and navigating them so resiliently, and talk about that, but also equip people to do something about those issues. And so one dinner at a time, we help people go from connecting with others who also care about that particular issue to having brave conversations, and we create tools to help them sustain those conversations. But what's happening now is that we're having these series of collaborations, conversations with people so that we can start brainstorming actual ideas to put into the world and then fund them. And I think so often in our work, we can talk about problems all day long. We can talk about ideas, but until we put our money where our mouth is and actually support community residents, support community members to make their ideas and passions come to life, I think we'll still have a lot of issues to address.
That's awesome. And I maybe heard something about a Food Spark cookbook?
Yeah, it's coming out hopefully in 2018. We're starting with recipe cards so that the dinners or like the meals and dishes that people have at each dinner party can be shared with even more people because they'll learn how to make it themselves.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And now I know I see you out and about. I know I consider you a trans ally. I've seen you out at the Memorial Garden. Can you talk to me a little bit about what being a trans ally means to you?
Yeah. So for me, I always think about this quote, and I don't even remember who said the quote, but it simply says, "There's no pride for some of us without liberation for all of us."
I do believe that was Marsha P. Johnson.
Boom.
Yeah.
And I think about that, or I've thought about that quote a lot in my own journey with coming out as a queer person and then having so many people around me, especially in high school and college, who were wrestling even further with their gender identities and then my own gender identity, and realizing that there is no binary, and there's a humanizing element to simply meeting people where they are and supporting them no matter what, and loving, like love and support. I think that is at the foundation for me for being an ally, and being part of that for me also means like speaking up and stepping up and making sure that everyone else in the world are not abusing our people. And that goes from making sure that people are calling folks by the right genders and pronouns, making sure that when I see something that's going wrong in our community, that like I am one of the people also helping to speak up. And sometimes that doesn't necessarily mean being a public face of anything. It just means like pulling someone to the side and saying, yo, that was wrong and here's why.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank
Yeah.
you for telling us a little bit about you and why you do what you do.
Indeed.
We're very happy to have this human on the show with us today. So we're going to be headed back to Andro Beat before you know it. But first, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what you need to do. Just a reminder of how to donate. You can go to stlmetrotrans.org. That's our official website. Or you can go to our Facebook website and hit the donate button as well.
Still.
Are we on the air right now? Oh, that's great. Okay, well, oh, okay. Okay. Oh, and make sure this comes out the monitor. We switch guitars. Keep going. It's so much fun. Welcome back. All right. You gonna keep going? So, June 12th, 2016, a really tragic incident occurred at Pulse nightclub. And so we wrote a song to commemorate the lives lost, the 49 lives lost. And today, or over the next, how many hours we got left, Sarah? We got some hours left. We're painting a picture that will go in MTUG's headquarters because all three of us paint too. And on that painting are birds. And we welcome you to send us names of people you've lost so that we can memorialize them on those paintings, in the paintings on the birds to signal freedom, right, and flight away from this world. So this is Pulse. After the pulse of a rhythm enters your body is never the same. It memorizes the rhythmic changes and adapts. It begins to feel the way the muscles react and interact in an exchange of growth and longing. A longing for a place or time or memory or body. A longing for a life or a second chance. It is nostalgia in the making, the pulse of a rhythm. But nostalgia for what? I can't remember a time when things were good for us, when sacred spaces didn't have to exist hidden in gay clubs like hidden identities in a closet, where bathroom conversations didn't include transphobic remarks about children, sodomy, creeps, and rape. How fitting that queer persons of color would die in a bathroom, the very same bathroom that the world is yelling for queers to stay out. If only he had listened to the world, to his friend who thought, this feels like death. Would he still be alive to hold his mother one last time, text his mother one last time? Instead, his blood pooled next to a public toilet searching for a drain to freedom. We are dying in bathrooms that we want to enter. We are dying outside of bathrooms we cannot enter. We are dying in clubs that act as sanctuaries because sanctuaries aren't sanctified enough to know the difference between love and hate. We are dying in the streets, in our relationships at home, on the corners. We are dying. Breaking news, 20 deaths, 30 deaths, 40 deaths. The number keeps growing, like BPMs getting faster and faster. Eventually I concede, I cannot keep up with that rhythm. It moves too fast, the death toll. Up, 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 then still, resting at 49. But even in death, the pulse of a rhythm still lingers. The pulse lingers in the heartbeats that mourn your absence. The pulse lingers in the spiritual sung loudly at your funeral. It lingers in the messages you left with your voice quivering as you begged for someone to call the police. It lingers in the clicks of a keyboard as we share your name, now as a hashtag. 49 hearts no longer beating, 98 feet no longer dancing, 490 fingers no longer clapping. A week later, the victims' names and stories begin to circulate. Black boys, brown boys, black women, brown women, Puerto Ricans, Floridian students, friends, lovers, their names are familiar. Names I know, names I have spoken, names I feel, names that roll off my tongue like heavy chocolate and red wine. They are mine to grieve this time. We're AndroBeat. You can find us online, androbeat.com. And you can also donate right now to MTUG if you go to stlmetrotrans.com, or you can call or text. I believe text is preferred because you don't want the phone to ring on live TV and stuff. That number is 314-287-5383, or you can go to the Facebook website at Metro Trans Umbrella Group and hit donate now.
And never did I think that I would be living in a time where I had to justify my blackness, had to be politically correct, and we all know that politics is corrupt. And if you ain't code switching, you gon' wonder the road with the drug dealers and the dream killers and the born sinners and the ones that got the college degrees. You know, the ones that hustle hard and bring money trees. The ones like me, the ones like you, the ones like him, the ones like her, like me. And the mamas with the babies on their hips cause they daddy's stiff, but now they steady catching shit. But lady, don't you worry, never wrong, get your shit cause we're all in this mixed up madness, crassness. But I really do believe that change is coming around the corner, hella fast by the masses. And shit is about to shit is about to get real quick. Ow, like 0 to 100. And sometimes I wish that all the black folk would have jumped ship. Cause what good are our people when they've been stripped of everything that makes them them, of all the things that make them them. Woke up this morning with my And I'ma tell the truth without the sugar. I'ma break it down for you like cannibalism. And what's it gonna take to dismantle the oppressive systems? Take back your wisdoms, take back your wisdoms. I'm talking racism, sexism, ableism, classism, heterosexism, genderism, ethnocentrism, colorism. Get free from my imprisonment, so we don't need them. Woke up this morning with my mind laid on freedom day. Woke up this morning with my mind laid on freedom day. No longer will you categorize and demonize the way that black folks go and live their lives. And they can try to bury us when we all see and grow in the trees and blow in the breeze. And I don't have a choice but to stand my ground. And you can cut us all down, but then you won't breathe. And I can hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Woke up this morning with my mind laid on freedom day. Woke up this morning with my mind laid on freedom day. Woke up this morning with my mind laid on freedom day. Woke up this morning with my mind laid on freedom day.
Got one more song for you. This one's Rainbow. One more. We can do this. We got this. Thank you very much for Andrew.
I have a request.
You have a request? Oh, you have a request?
I have a request.
Call on the request line.
Can you just do the chimes for me one more time? That is my favorite thing in the world. Wait, one more time. I know, doesn't it just make you so happy on the inside? It's like butter. It's like fairies and butterflies and rainbows and everything that is queer. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much, Andrew B. We appreciate you so much. And I know you all have to kind of get everything together and out, so we're going to work with you while you're doing that. But we just wanted to come back and talk to you about some ways that we want to donate some more. We want you to remind you to most definitely just go online to stlmetrotrans.org. You can click the donate button there. You can also go to Facebook and donate. Oh, hello. How are you? My family has come back to join me. I was lost, but now I'm found again.
Yes, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. All right, so ways to donate. stlmetrotrans.com. Click donate now or call 314-287-5383 and we'll take your pledge. Or you can go to facebook.com/Metrotrans Umbrella Group and click to donate.
We're going to mosey on over to the other little studio and do our most recent announcent of the fund. So if y'all want to head on over there, I'll clip this back.
I am loving that outfit.
Thank you.
Well, I want it.
You can't have it.
Well, I'm going to slide into it for the night's over.
Lady Ashley's going to need a little bit of a microphone over here, and we'll